Welcome back to the Innovative Show, and we are back for another episode, an exclusive episode called Kill the Noise. That is my solo one-on-one podcast. And before we do anything, for all of my subscribers that are tuning in for the first time, you know how we do it. It's another day, another grind. What will you do with your time? Because it either will make you or you make it. Oh man, let me tell y'all something, dog. Like, this is crazy. Like, it's been so long since we've had the one-on-one type of interaction, man. I'm so excited for those that are tuning in for the first time. I need you to hit that subscribe button. Hit it to send it to a friend, your auntie, your cousin, your mama. Does not matter. Send it this, because I'm telling you right now, we got some heat that we're about to be able to bring you right now for our innovative family. Now listen, for this episode, I really want to start off with a question. And the question is, where are you going? This message is for Generation Z, the class of 24, the class of 25, wherever you are. If you are a high school student and you're just in that place right now where, you know what, it's getting closer to walking across the stage. Mom is telling me, what are you doing at the high school? Dad is telling me, what are you doing at the high school? Whatever it is, what are your plans after high school? I'm telling you something. It's time to be able to think about this question that is called, where are you going? And when I think about where you're going, it reminds me of, I flash forward back to my journey as a senior in high school. A senior in high school who had a dream to go to school for music. A senior in high school who had a plan to leave the city of Douglas, Georgia. A senior in high school who all wanted to do was to expand out and to see a new world. Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. Dreams don't happen, visions do. One of the biggest problems that I suffered as a senior in high school, that I allowed all of these different voices to take and guide me and lead me into thinking what they wanted to do. But my message is to you today, at the end of the day, one of the most two things that I want to leave you with. Number one of the things that can keep you back from anything is the fear of the unknown. What do you mean, Coach J? The fear of the unknown, not knowing exactly what is next, where you're going, all of those different things. I'm going to tell you something. I've been playing as a musician for 16 to 17 years. And I mentioned to you that my dream was to go to school to pursue a career in music. But I allowed the wrong voices. Sometimes the people that are familiar with you close, sometimes the people that have your ear at interest tell me that you can't make a career out of music. Music is something that you can't do. Music is something that you can't expand. And I'm telling you right now, the number one mistake that any young senior that's about to get ready to graduate, never take direction from people who are going where you have not been. How can a person tell you how to get to A point Z if they have not been their self? Let me just say this. I got something that I want to read. This is a quote that's been in my phone for a long time. And it says that the wrong people are like quicksand. You'll be so submerged, so deep, you can't breathe. Before you realize you've wasted the time, the sad part is you won't even have anyone around to pull you out to help you focus on. Drains versus elevators. You're at a point right now where you're making some decisions. I'm talking to the person right now that you've done nothing but say, I'm ready to graduate. I'm ready to get to the next level right now. But what have you done? What have you written out? One of the biggest things that I struggled with was knowing how to ask for help. Every person that would always come to me and say, how are things going? One of the things that I struggled with was not knowing how to ask for help. And there is a difference in knowing how to ask for help, because it's going to separate you in whatever you're doing. So let me say this. Decisions have no expiration date. What do you mean? At the end of the day, every single person in their life is going to make decisions that will foretake the future, that will take you to that next level. But this is what I need you to do. I need you to have a talk with yourself right now. I need you to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I doing right now? Am I doing each and everything right now to get to the next level? Because at the end of the day, you are the reason for your progress. There's no one that has your thumbprint in this world right now. That lets me know you are the most unique individual that has stepped in the face of this earth. And there are divine connections. There are divine paths. There are divine people that are waiting for you. But the problem is, because of your pride or because of your fear, you don't allow and do not know how to ask for direction when you don't know where to go. That was me. It took me 6 years to graduate from college. You know why? Because I didn't know how to ask for help. It took me 6 years to even realize what I wanted to do, because I didn't know how to ask for help. Because of that, I went and attached myself to the wrong people who were like quicksand, who were like drains. And that led to me being a college dropout, flunking out of school with a 0.64 GPA. And for me putting myself in a position for me saying that I was not college material. So the wrong people will literally crowd your mindset. They will pull you away from the things that you are desired to do. So you got to ask yourself, where am I going? You got to find your rhythm. You got to let the people go that have no interest for you. That life is like a rhythm. Yes, sometimes I understand that you may start slow. But once you find your melody, once you find that pacing, once you find all of the things that makes a rhythm a beautiful melody and masterpiece, you find and ride that way. But guess what? You know what the problem is? The problem is you have too many drains around you right now. No one is challenging your intellect. No one's asking the questions that no one will ask and doing the things that no one would do in your life to make you look different from a different perspective, from a different position. Why am I saying that? You're talking to them. Indecisive, not knowing what step to take, thinking that everything is going to be easy in life. And I promise you, when you make that step, and when you step into that real world in chapter 18, you're going to realize that nobody's going to give me nothing. You got to fight for everything you want. You got to earn for everything you want. And I promise you, in everything that you know, it is about who you know. And who knows your name in rooms that you can't even get to. Your character will be tested every day. I told this to somebody yesterday. The right impression will give you the right connections. Uh-oh. Y'all missed that one. You get one shot to make an impression on an individual. That impression can be good or bad. In every room you go into, in every environment that you go into, what type of impression are you leaving? Because at the end of the day, the right first positive impression will create endless connections. It'll put you in the rooms that you never were assigned to. It's about having people power. Why am I having this conversation with you right now? Because you're going to need people, you're going to need resources, you're going to need connections in this next season of your life. You got to understand something. In order for me to be able to get to the next level of my life, I have to have elevators. I have to identify the drains in my life, the things, the people that are holding back in my life. And I must find my rhythm, because I promise you, if you continue to do all these different things, you will find pacing in your life, and you will see and you will start to separate yourself from everything that you do, because life doesn't give you second chances. You get one shot And guess what? You better leave a mark and not a question mark. Uh-oh. What do I mean? You ever heard of exclamation mark? You know, whenever you put an exclamation mark behind a sentence, it gives it excitement. It ends with a strong statement. But there's too many people, you're leaving question marks and not exclamation marks. That question mark is you undecisive and thinking that everything is going to fall into your lap, and nothing will until you put the work in. So all of what I'm saying to you today, whatever message I'm speaking, however this can speak to you seniors, however this can speak to you to the class of 2024, you got to ask yourself, you got to identify some things right now. You got to say, you know what, I need elevators in my life. You know what, I understand understand the importance of having a first impression that will give me endless connections. You know what, I understand that life is about finding my rhythm, and if I can find it and start it on a fast pace, I can do great things in my community. I can do great things in any room that I desire to be in. And that you understand that no one can do what you can. You are the most unique divine masterpiece that the Lord Jesus Christ created. So where are you going? Where are you going? Are you an elevator? Or are you a drain? Are you finding your rhythm? Are you making the best out of connections? Are you making the right decision that you're called to? Because we can't afford to drop the ball anymore. So it's another Kill the Noise exclusive content. I hope this understand that kill the noise means I separate and I block everything, all the distractions that are around me. I just kill it, and I surround myself with elevators. I surround myself with people who want the best for me, who's going to challenge me, who's going to put me in position, who can help me. And anything that is negative in my life, I let it go. That is what kill the noise is. So remember, are you pushing yourself, or are you staying stagnant? And like we always in every episode, I will see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Hit that subscribe button. Hope you enjoy it.